I love you. A woman can say I love you and not mean it, my friend, but there are certain things she will never do unless the love is real. She cannot fake them. She does not even do them on purpose. They slip out of her quietly when a man has reached a part of her that words never touch. Most men spend their whole lives never learning to read these signs. They chase the words and miss the proof. And the proof, my friend, is always in what she does when she thinks no one is keeping score. Tonight, I'm going to show you the 6 things a woman does only for the man she truly loves. Miss these, and you will never know what you had. See them, and you will never be fooled again. Stay with me to the end, because the 6th one is the deepest of all, and almost no man knows to look for it. Let us begin. Number 1, she lets you see her unguarded. The first thing a woman does only for the man she loves, my friend, is she lets him see her with the armor off. You have to understand something about how a woman moves through the world. From a very young age, she learns to manage how she is seen. She composes her face. She curates her reactions. She keeps a certain version of herself on display because the world has taught her that being fully unguarded is dangerous. Around most people, most of the time, a woman is performing a carefully maintained version of herself. But with the man she truly loves, something changes. She lets the performance drop. She lets him see her first thing in the morning, before the face is arranged, before the day's mask is on. She lets him see her cry, the ugly cry, not the delicate single tear, but the real thing. She lets him see her anxious, uncertain, unsure of herself. She lets him see the version of her that she hides from almost everyone else in her life. This is not a small thing, my friend. This is enormous. Because for a woman, being unguarded is being unprotected. It is showing you the soft places she spends her whole life shielding. And she only does this with a man she trusts completely. A man she has decided is safe enough to hold the real her without using it against her. The Stoics understood that true intimacy requires the lowering of defenses, and that a person only lowers their defenses where they feel genuinely secure. When a woman lets you see her unguarded, she is telling you, without words, that you are the safest place she knows. Most men never notice this gift. They are too busy wishing she looked more composed. But the composed version is the one she gives to strangers. The unguarded version is the one she gives only to love. If a woman lets you see her with the armor off, my friend, pay attention. She has shown you something she shows almost no one. Number 2, she remembers the smallest things. The second thing a woman does only for the man she loves is she remembers the smallest, most insignificant details about him, not the big things. Anyone can remember a birthday. I am talking about the tiny, throwaway details that most people forget the moment they hear them. The way you take your coffee, the name of the teacher who changed your life in 8th grade, the story you told once months ago about your father, the song that was playing the night you told her something that mattered, the little injury on your left hand and how you got it. A woman who genuinely loves a man becomes a quiet archive of him. She collects these details without trying, because when you love someone, your attention naturally turns toward them, and attention is how memory is made. The things she remembers are the evidence of where her mind has been going when you were not looking. Here's how you know this is love and not just politeness. My friend, watch what she brings back to you. She will reference something you mentioned in passing weeks ago, and you will be stunned that she held on to it. She will surprise you with something small that shows she was listening on a level deeper than conversation. She will remember the detail you forgot. You even told her. This memory is not effort, it is overflow. It is the natural byproduct of a woman whose heart has turned toward a man so completely that she absorbs him without meaning to. The Stoics taught that we give our attention to what we value most, that where a person's mind returns is a map of what they treasure. When a woman's mind keeps returning to the small details of your life, she is showing you through her memory exactly how much you are treasured. A woman who does not love you forgets what you tell her. A woman who loves you remembers things about you that you have forgotten about yourself. Number 3. She fights with you instead of leaving. The third thing a woman does only for the man she loves might surprise you, my friend. She fights with him. She stays and fights instead of quietly walking away. Most men misread conflict completely. They think a woman who argues, who pushes back, who confronts them, is a woman who is falling out of love. The truth is often the exact opposite. The most dangerous sign in a relationship is not conflict. It is silence. It is indifference. It is a woman who has stopped bothering to fight. When a woman truly loves a man, she is invested in the relationship working. And because she is invested, she is willing to do the uncomfortable, exhausting, vulnerable work of conflict. She tells you when something is wrong. She confronts the problem instead of burying it. She fights for the relationship even when fighting is hard because she believes the relationship is worth the fight. The woman who has stopped loving you does not fight. She goes quiet. She withdraws. She stops telling you what is wrong because she has stopped believing it can be fixed. Her silence is not peace, my friend. It is surrender. It is the sound of a woman who has already left in every way except the physical. So when a woman engages you in conflict, when she pushes, when she confronts, when she refuses to let something go, understand what she is really telling you. She is telling you that she still cares enough to fight, that she has not given up, that the relationship still matters enough to her to be worth the discomfort of honesty. The Stoics valued truth over false comfort. They understood that real relationships require the courage to face difficulty directly rather than avoiding it. A woman who fights with you, who tells you the hard truths, who refuses the easy path of quiet withdrawal, is a woman whose love is still alive and still fighting for you. Do not mistake her fire for the absence of love. Her fire is the proof of it. Number 4, she makes space for your weakness. The fourth thing a woman does only for the man she loves is she makes space for his weakness. Here is something difficult, my friend. The world does not make much room for a man's weakness. A man is expected to be strong, capable, unshakable, always holding it together. He learns early that his fears, his doubts, his exhaustion, his moments of not being okay are things he is supposed to hide. Most men carry these things entirely alone, showing them to no one. A woman who truly loves a man does something rare. She makes it safe for him to not be strong. She notices when he is carrying something heavy, and she does not demand that he keep performing strength. She lets him be tired without making him feel like less of a man. She lets him voice a fear without using it against him later. She creates a space just for him where he is allowed to set down the weight he carries everywhere else and simply be human for a while. This is one of the deepest forms of love a woman can offer, and it is one almost no one talks about because a man who has one place in the world where he does not have to be strong is a man who has been given an extraordinary gift. And the woman who gives it is telling him through her acceptance that she loves the whole man, not just the strong performance of him. The Stoics knew that true strength includes the acceptance of one's own humanity, and that we are most helped by those who accept us as we truly are. A woman who does not love you needs you to keep performing. She has no room for your weakness because she is with you for the strong version, the useful version, the version that serves her. But a woman who genuinely loves you makes room for all of you, including the parts you hide from everyone else. If a woman gives you a place to be weak, my friend, she has given you one of the rarest things a man can receive. Guard it and guard her. Number 5, she invests in your future, not just your present. The 5th thing a woman does only for the man she loves is she invests in his future, not just his present. There is a kind of woman who is with a man for what he offers right now. The fun, the attention, the comfort, the security of this moment. And there is another kind of woman entirely, the woman who has begun to care about the man's future as much as her own. These two are easy to tell apart if you know what to look for. A woman who loves you invests in the man you are becoming. She encourages your ambitions, even the ones that will take years to bear fruit. She pushes you to take care of your health because she wants you around for a long time. She supports the goals that do not benefit her at all in the present because she is thinking about a future she wants to share with you. She celebrates your growth even when that growth is inconvenient because she wants you to become the fullest version of yourself. This is a profound signal, my friend, because it reveals where her heart is pointed. A woman who is only in it for the present does not care about your 5-year plan. She does not push you to grow. She does not invest her energy in a version of you that does not yet exist. She is here for what you are today. And when today stops serving her, she is gone. But the woman who loves you has already placed herself inside your future. She is building something with you that extends far beyond this moment. Her encouragement, her belief in you, her willingness to invest in your long-term becoming is the evidence that she is planning to be there for all of it. The Stoics taught us to think in terms of the long arc, to value what endures over what merely pleases in the moment. A woman who invests in your future is a woman who has decided you are worth the long arc. She is not just enjoying you, she is building with you. And building is one of the truest expressions of love there is. Number 6, she chooses you quietly over and over. Here we are at the 6th thing, my friend, the deepest of all, the one almost no man knows to look for. The woman who truly loves a man chooses him quietly over and over in 1,000 small moments he will never even see. Understand what I mean by this? Love is not proven in the grand gestures. It is not proven in the words said on anniversaries or the declarations made in emotional moments. Love is proven in the small, invisible, unglamorous choices a woman makes every single day when no one is watching and there is no credit to be gained. She chooses you when she defends you to a friend who is questioning the relationship and never tells you the conversation happened. She chooses you when she is tempted by something easier and stays anyway. She chooses you when she is tired and gives you her patience instead of her frustration. She chooses you when she notices your flaws and decides again that you are worth it. She chooses you in the moments of doubt that every person has, choosing to stay, to trust, to keep loving even when it would be easier not to. These choices are silent. They leave no trace. You will never see most of them. And that is exactly what makes them the purest proof of love. Because a woman who is performing love does it where it can be seen. A woman who genuinely loves you does it in the dark, where there is no audience and no reward except the relationship itself. This is the thing, my friend. Every relationship, no matter how strong, contains 1,000 small forks in the road where a person could choose closer or further, could choose generosity or resentment, could choose to stay soft or to harden. And the woman who loves you chooses toward you again and again at nearly every one of those forks, without announcement, without credit, without you ever knowing the choice was made. The Stoics understood that character is revealed not in the grand moments, but in the accumulation of small, private choices. That who we are is the sum of what we do when no one is watching. A woman's love is revealed the same way, not in what she declares, but in the endless, quiet choosing that happens beneath the surface of an ordinary shared life. If you have a woman who chooses you quietly, over and over in the small, invisible moments, then you have something most men search for their entire lives and never find. You have real love. The kind that is proven not in words, but in the steady, silent, daily decision to keep choosing you. So there they are, my friend, the 6 things a woman does only for the man she loves. She lets you see her unguarded. She remembers the smallest things. She fights with you instead of leaving. She makes space for your weakness. She invests in your future, not just your present. And she chooses you quietly, over and over, in the moments you will never see. But I want to leave you with something deeper than a list. Because if you take these only as signs to look for, you will miss half the lesson. The other half is this. Love that is real must be met with love that is real. A woman who does these 6 things is pouring something precious into you, often at great cost to herself. And the worst thing a man can do is receive it carelessly, as if it were owed to him. The Stoics taught that we must be worthy of the things we are given, that gratitude and reciprocity are the foundations of any bond that lasts. A woman's love is not a prize you win and then stop working for. It is a gift you must continue to earn by becoming a man worth all that quiet choosing. So do not just watch for these signs, my friend. When you find them, honor them. See the woman who lets down her armor and be gentle with what she shows you. Notice the woman who remembers your small details and remember hers in return. Meet the woman who fights for you with the courage to fight fairly back. Give the woman who makes space for your weakness a place to lay down her own. Invest in her future as she invests in yours. And choose her quietly, over and over, in the same invisible moments where she is choosing you. Because that, in the end, is what love actually is. Not a feeling that happens to you, but a choosing that you do, again and again, for a person who is choosing you back. And 2 people who choose each other quietly, daily, for a lifetime, have found the rarest and most valuable thing this world has to offer. You are capable of that kind of love, my friend, and you are worthy of receiving it. The only task is to become the kind of man who recognizes it when it comes and honors it once it is his. If this reached something in you, leave a like. Subscribe for more honest reflections on love, character, and the wisdom of the Stoics. And tell me in the comments which of the 6 signs you have seen in the woman you love, or which one you needed to be reminded of tonight. Until next time, my friend, be worthy of real love.